YouTube channel. This is Be on Your Screens. I have not used that line in a minute. Anyway, today we're having a chit chat with my friends, the Barbie dolls, the Pinky Pig. With my friends Lungi and Azande. Lungi I met her at work, and then by default, okay, +1. Azande. And Azande was hoster for Christmas. And then Savanje, into ngathi some friendship, something, somewhere there. Yes, because Lungi doesn't invite me out. Anyway, let's start the questions. So I have a few questions for them because they've been friends since 1990.
2003-ish.
Grade 5.
Yeah. That's insane. Look, guys, I've got friends. I know people who've been friends for a long time, but you guys are like ancient. Like you guys are like going in the kind of days. Yes, but you guys are the longest standing friendship that I know. So that's how they got this exclusive on my channel. Yeah. So question number 1. Who wants to answer? How did you meet? Who wants to answer first impression?
Okay.
Impression.
How did you meet?
Okay. How did we meet? So her cousin went to the same primary school that I was in. She was like 2 years above us. So when we were in grade 5, she was grade 7. And she was like, yo, my little cousin's coming to join your grade. Because we were like the 8 girls at school.
Period.
So yeah, she came in, and then I think you were in the other class, right? I was in Mrs.
Thomas's class.
I was in Mrs. Smith, the cool kid class. And no, but like then you were friends with Abeltando, and then and I was friends with them because obviously throughout the other grades we'd all been like we're friends with each other and whatnot.
Since grade 1.
Yeah, we were mixed pretty much. Like they shuffled us around during primary school times. And then we started like hanging out in the break, recess.
And then
impressions though.
Where was your school?
I'm in Toti. I'm Bogan Tweeny Primary School.
in Bogoto.
The colonizers said
I'm
Bogan Tweeny. Yeah.
That will always be the killer.
First impressions, yeah.
She didn't like me.
How?
I will always tell the story that she did not like me.
Oh, okay, what made you feel like?
Because I was quiet.
Why are you quiet though? You're part corner.
No, but also like when you come in like 5 years later and everyone's been like
from like preschool
actually, so like almost 6 years later, everyone's known each other for long.
Yeah.
And then I come in and I'm like trying to see like
this
was also like, we weren't in the same class, so I also feel like there was that as well.
But actually our families knew each other, so her cousin lived like it's escapes like they lived like down the road or down there.
It was in
like a state, down
to something.
So so I used to see her come with her mom, but like I don't know her like that
about it.
So, and then also it turns out your grandma and my mom grew up
around the same area
as well. Okay. So like my mom was all.
They actually knew each other way before we knew each other.
So it was meant to be basically.
But she didn't like me, guys. I feel like this needs to be highlighted because I was quiet.
But I like you now, though. That's all that matters.
But I stand with her. She didn't like you, and that's all that matters.
Because I was quiet. I'm still quiet.
Bestie boomers, you are quiet.
No, guys, be quiet.
Wait. Number 2, moving right along.
Sips more.
A moment that solidified your friendship after getting to know each other. Like, we went from hanging out and actually getting to know each other. At which moment you feel like, she likes me now, and there's a friendship. I think you should answer this because since you were not liked,
there's so many moments, but my favorite, and the best part was her birthday when it rained.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
So her mom came to pick us up, but we didn't know because we didn't have cell phones. Yes. So we just walked, and it's like guys, it was pouring. Like,
so you walked in the rain.
Like it was the time. But it was the bridge that we actually crossed. A few moments later, we didn't even know this until after.
On the same day.
But it was her birthday, so like this is the part where it's just like
You're
It's
going
funny.
there.
We were canning ourselves. We were literally laughing, crying the whole way, soaked to our underwear. And you see, like we were the only two people who walked. Everyone else waited.
Wait, why did we walk?
Because I think I never figure
Yeah,
that was always a thing. Like,
yeah.
Wait. You're walking, leaving, or no? Walking, going,
leaving school. Got Paloma exams, we left early.
Okay.
And we're walking.
Yeah.
And my mom had already seen the weather. She had already come through. And apparently she called the school. What was it? Thinking we're gonna wait it out at least.
So
What's with the rank? What's with the taxi rank?
Wow,
and we all wait.
So when you get
Exactly. So there's been many moments. I feel like, but that day specifically is just so wonderful for me. It's just
that's so cute.
It's the laughter. It's the joy. It's like everything was happening.
How old were you at this point?
It was my 16. I was just 16.
Aww, so cute. See,
that was fun.
That was such a fun. Like it was probably one of my most memorable birthdays as well.
That sounds so cute. Wait, so memorable birthdays. So from you at school, and then you guys go to sexy rank to go to your birthday?
No.
We're going. Was
it's a minute.
Okay.
We can't celebrate.
Before we skip to China, what was your original plans after high school? So, I want to be doctor,
She was toying between like, I know maritime was like one of your biggest things as well.
Maritime, I applied for medicine.
And
then I applied for like just sciences, which is what I got into the sciences. But like, what did I plan? I didn't plan for China. That's one thing.
I think Cape Town was like,
getting
out of Durban was like priority for sure. And then UCT, and then we were like, okay, UCT is where it's at. I think we were toying with Wits as well at some point.
Yeah. But just to go there, and then after? So, medicine, what did you apply for?
I applied for medicine, occupational therapy. And that was it, medicine and occupational therapy. And I got into OT, did OT for a few years. 0 out of 10, would not recommend. Hated it.
2 years. And then how did you find it? How was medicine?
I didn't do medicine, I ended up doing environmental sciences.
Oh, yeah, you did. Got sciences. That's all I'm at, degree, science, occupation.
I didn't finish the OT. I moved to, what I initially wanted to do was anthropology.
Yeah.
And then
I was just complaining about anthropology to somebody because that thing dribbled me.
I love
first year.
it.
She loves it.
Was it grade 10 when I gave that speech on anthropologists?
I understood anthropology late. It troubled me.
And my family was just like, this anthropology. Go to my mom, anthropologist. And I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah, I think explaining to the parents what you want to do was the hard part.
And then,
because like maritime, when you're gonna go in ships, and just like
for a long time.
Yeah, so they don't really get it, but like it was just to get a job, I guess, and live a good life.
And that's all that matters. And get the bag.
Get the bag.
Obviously, now that goes to then, how did you end up in China? How did the idea, the conversation, who brought it up? Each time.
One of Lungi's friends.
I knew it was Lungi because I remember.
No shame. She was our friend. She's Lungi's friend.
Oh, that's why you're getting the tea. I said.
She
was going to get the tea anyway.
She came. She studied. She had the idea already after uni.
Yes.
And then I remember I was during like my last semester, and we lived in a house together. She was studying just Mandarin, and then that was her plan. She was going to do a semester of Mandarin and then move to China. Okay. So then she moved to Shanghai. She came
2015.
2016? 15. And then when she had settled and she realized, okay, this is actually not bad, she called us up and was like, you bitches need to get your asses here. And literally was like, send me CV, send me this, send me that. He hooked us up with recruiters. Literally December, we got interviewed. March, we were on a flight up to China.
Just nice.
And it was the thing of my mom was like,
and our families are like that. Like, we need to.
And then it was like, okay, sure.
Because you have said Lungi's family, or your family prefers when, or let me find the words. when Lungi does something, it's always
Good
more
no,
good.
okay,
Cool. All right. We're actually going through these quite fast. Oh, here's my favorite topic.
Okay.
In navigating COVID, right? And the Shanghai lockdown. Navigating COVID. I don't know if any of you guys got COVID, but that's not important. But
I didn't get it during
with
the
your
COVID
chest,
time.
yeah, I'm gonna say not with your chest problems, but
Twice.
COVID, the Shanghai lockdown, and you guys separate by now. Years each to their own. You guys are locked down.
You're actually not too far off because she's in Shuhai. I was also in.
Because when we
But also like you're in your apartment. You're locked in your apartment.
I didn't Putol.
the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Yes.
Oh yeah, the first one.
Oh,
The first one was the whole China, right? The original, the original.
It wasn't too bad. The first one, the original one.
Second one.
Because when I came back from home, he even came to my apartment and we lied and said you stayed there because my phone was registered. And then I got kidnapped by that girlie.
Yes. And we also went to dinner, I remember.
Yes.
Kidnapper call you when you're in dinner.
Yes.
They're trying to kidnap you.
Again. So yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So
how is
it?
The second one, I would say.
It's the Shanghai lockdown. That was
brutal. And I feel like there was also there was a sense of comfort because at that point we literally were a walking distance.
Yeah, so then now in
terms of I
was in Shuhui.
And we got
apartment wise,
not in the same compound, but in the same district.
Oh, okay.
And walk on the cycle to a house.
And then literally we got released on the same day, and literally the first thing we did
was meet each other. Literally go take a walk.
And then you tried to teach me how to cycle.
You can cycle. Oh, never had that time. Every time you mention,
I just don't like it in
cycling
Shanghai and the busy streets of Shanghai. But
it's just that.
COVID wasn't the first one wasn't bad,
Yeah.
but we talk every day anyway, so it's not.
Okay.
If she doesn't respond to me, you better what you doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good because then she would share what she's going through.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like we had a bigger community at that time because we had Abokolia, Marie.
Yes.
And we had a little group going on, and we did Zoom calls literally almost every other day.
So
we order for each other if there's
if there's something. Yes, literally.
You have to order now, or else there's no food for you. Guys. Guys, we don't tell you trauma, but it's traumatic. When you talk about it, you realize it was actually quite traumatic.
You've told me about it. I said.
It
doesn't sound real.
Right? That's also part of the reason now why I feel like I have to have food in the house.
Because you never
a lot of you guys actually have to say
non-perishables, food in the freezer, at least. I constantly have to, because I would let my freezer run dry before I would order more food. Mine is that means order 10 same time. Because I'm just you could wake up tomorrow and not get the value.
Yeah.
That's
a tough time. But we survived.
Yeah, no.
Damn, guys. We're halfway through 5. How are you guys navigating your friendship as adults in China? You're actually so cute. So how old were you? 10, 11. Small things. Now you're adults. Adulting, friendship as adults.
As a completely different.
And what is your recipe? Because you guys are going strong, Jay. Is it Zoom calls? Is it because your families like each other?
I think my recipe, genuinely speaking, with maintaining Lungi's friendship, is learning ukumhlonipha more than anything else. Purely just because the person that she is, what you see is what you get, basically. And I feel like I'm very much an out-of-pocket person half the time. And it's not that I'm not aware of I'm being out of pocket. Yeah. It's just choosing to be out of pocket. And I think one thing I've had to do with our friendship is according to Tushine, there's absolutely no reason for you to lose your shit on trivial stuff.
Yeah.
And all it takes is a conversation. All it takes is you saying beforehand, I actually don't want to do A, B, C, D. And that's it. That's it. Exactly. Now let's go.
But literally has such opposites.
Literally.
I think for me it's understanding. It's boundaries. Azande loves boundaries. So there's things where just like, okay, Azande Fundoku, so I'm okay with it. Like I'm okay with a lot of things, but like when she does things and I'm like, it's Azande.
Yeah.
I could never change her because Nimfi AG. So then when we old now and she's out of pocket, I'm like, I mean, at this point, can I change this one? Because
I want to give an example of Azande out of pocket. Like, what is?
Oh, I'm trying to think.
she'll fight you for this.
Like I literally, like one wrong move and I'll cuss you out there and there. We'll cut you out with the whole family food and your whole lineage.
Okay.
And it's been one of those things that people will live like.
Your guys, the whole lineage, the whole family will be dragged for filth. This is me.
Wait.
It's fine. Like I feel like it's not necessary. But yeah.
But because Muslim figure Apple in my head, that's exactly what needs to be done. But I think so that's more or less. But guys, to be a better person.
I like that. So you said and then you said boundaries.
Like she's a person with boundaries, so you have to go. If you say you cancel today, then I'm like, sure, like because this is who she is,
and how often do you guys hang out and talk? I mean, is the call still every day compared to when you say
guys? It's actually weird. We don't talk on the phone. Like people think we like on FaceTime all the time. For me,
it was COVID that made you guys on the call all the time.
COVID, But also, I'm that person that like even if I talk to her on the phone, like text, I'm okay with that because like she's still my friend. There's like I'm not she's not my friend if we don't talk on the phone, or if we don't FaceTime. She probably FaceTime all her other friends more, and they have more phone calls. But for me, I'm not. It's like I'm not worried about that.
Yeah,
right.
Because it's not. For me, it's like making texting like check you are you good? How's your day? And nanny. For me, that's enough. But also, she doesn't like calls, and sometimes I'm not really on the phone as well.
Yeah.
So the adulting part is also knowing who to like see busy. Oh,
true.
Like as I'm busy, naming busy, the school,
work.
Yeah, like I don't need confirmation with our friendship with phone calls and video calls. A text is fine. Once in a while, we'll be on the phone for a long time. If it's like one of those there's like tea, then I'll be like, oh, like, let's go.
I do that with you if I need to say something.
Yeah, something. So for me, it's like just knowing that, and it's like it's okay with that. Like I'm okay with just a text. I don't need to call to solidify a friendship.
And they're hanging out, cause I still give you parcels. Anything I need to give to Azande, I give to Lungi.
And also, who said that? Who said if you tell her one thing, you told me?
When we invite Lungi, you invite Azande.
True.
You do the Lungi Azande. And it makes sense. Does not work though.
But actually, we've gone like a month without seeing you.
I think it depends on how busy we are.
Okay.
Like, when school gets hectic, or like, it just gets hectic, then it's like one of those until we won't see each other for a while. I think this is probably like the most consecutive we've seen each other.
Next week I'll see you.
Right?
Like for summer, I didn't see you.
I think something like round about like my birthday.
In Shanghai,
Like August, September.
Yeah.
I will go.
She was home and I was home. But like we were like just
then I came back now.
But at home and there's no need to see each other.
And we were in Cape Town. We like, oh, we're gonna meet up. But she's like, oh, I'm tired. Like I didn't even like. I was like, oh, okay, like, I'll see you. Like I'll see you and I'll see you. Yeah. So we'll see each other every other week. Yeah. Sometimes a month will pass.
Sometimes it's consecutive.
Yeah.
But she organizes things, so
organize.
It's
cute. Oh, give us some tea. Give us something with it. An obstacle or challenge that you guys overcame together. Especially Miss Pumaselu. Any.
Do you know what I'm thinking of?
Which one?
Please, my sister.
I wish I could make memes from the way you guys look at each other.
That one is a tough one. Actually, yeah. Okay, someone cannot tell a story the way older. So when we got to Shanghai, we had some very lovely friends, and then of course, as you know, we all come from different places, and life is lifing. And now we're all in Shanghai, and then and then Azande had like work stuff, and then she had to leave and go home. And then when she came back, I was still friends with the friends that she was not friends with. Wait, how did I say it?
I know the story.
So what had happened was,
and you had the chance to tell the story.
I had lived with the girlies. Right.
These are her housemates.
So yeah, they were my housemates at that time. And I think, so Lungi was at our house like quite often as well, because she was friends with one of the girlies that I was like friends from uni even. And then it just so happened, Guti, when I was away, when I had to go back home. Also, this is mind you, this is like 3 months into us moving to China, and then I had to go back home. And I was home for like a bit, like at least like 6 weeks. And then it was just like, there was a lot going on then as well. And then I felt like those girlies were being very insensitive to the situation that I was in currently. It wasn't my intention to go back home at that time. I got fucked over and then I had to just go back and then come do a U-turn and come back. So I think what had happened was one of them, it was not even a, hey, how you doing? Like, are you okay? Are things working out? It was just a imagine rent this team sort of thing. And
actually, because you were living together, so when you left,
of which, that's kokile for those 3 months, however long, and I think of which the company that was bringing me back had already said, we'll take care of it. Okay. You just let us know when we need to pay, we'll pay. It's okay.
Okay.
And so I didn't say anything to them. Oh, guys, because I knew it was going to be taken care of. Don't worry about it, sweethearts. And then for you to come at me, knowing I'm already in a weird situation.
And you're still at home.
I'm still at home. Yeah. And then it was just, that pissed me off. So then I went full on Pumasilo mode on both of the girlies that I was living with. She ended up getting caught in the fire.
The usual?
By association. Because also now guns are blazing like Mina, so anyone who's in the path,
like literally, even I got like bum that time,
and it was.
We didn't talk.
Yeah, for like a couple of months. Even.
I didn't talk to her. And I was like, well, what did I do?
Okay, good.
No, but that situation was like an understandable situation.
Yeah.
I also was feeling awkward because I'm like, this is my friend, but like, I don't know what, because also she was not,
friend.
She's also not saying a lot.
Yeah.
When she's going through it, she goes and then we'll say like after. So also now I'm in the dark. I'm like, now I'm here in this house and you're not here, and I don't talk to those people anymore though.
Yeah, phela kanjani into
yeah. So that was the time. This was like the first few months in Shanghai. So this was like a rocky one. Like it was like.
And also, I feel like we'd never had like a disagreement.
But also wasn't two-faced because I just feel like she needed time.
Yeah.
Like knowing her is knowing that she needed like time. And then all her senses will come back. So
such an understanding friend.
So I was like, I'm gonna be quiet because, like, first of all, I don't like conflict.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I don't want to say anything that I will regret later.
Yeah.
And then I feel like there was also influence from other people, and I don't like that.
True.
I don't. Yes, I'm because they were like, oh, what is she saying? What is she saying? And I'm like, guys, she's also going through it, but like, what should you do? You guys want rent? You guys want this? And then I remember you walked that she walked in Azande and she looked at us. Oh, went to bed.
And I literally went into my room.
Because what to say? So you came back and lived with them again in that one tent.
So your contract.
And so when I came back,
she literally walked in.
Went into my room
and kept it moving.
I'm a better person now. I was young, guys. I was 23.
Every year, new year, new you.
I was young. I was just a baby.
You have to understand. Every year, she's a new person. Let's do it. This is coming days ago. Actually, like this all.
I'm a different person now. I try.
In you day, you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. This is an obstacle. Okay. 3 things you appreciate about each other, and then. Okay, yeah. So both of you, 3 things you appreciate about Azande. Azande, 3 things you appreciate about Ulungi.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I think my biggest one is.
Hi, Bo. In necklace. So promote Sanjan. Hey, Bo.
I think my biggest
Around the
thing
whole video.
sorry, is her big heart. I think jealous down. I genuinely can say with my chest I've never met I think I know like one other person. But my cousin, yeah. They're literally the same person. But also in the same breath, actually, I would say we should also don't fuck with them as well. As much as it is yours in Kulu. But I feel like the thing is, who don't fuck with her, why? Okay, it's not a good she'll cuss you out. It's I'll walk away.
Yeah,
and when no salary slim, basically.
Yeah.
But yes, I think her big heart, like it's very rare these days.
Noah described you as well. Someone described you as that. And I was like,
It's very rare these days to find someone who is pure-hearted.
Yeah.
And then I think your smartness, dog, like genuinely, she's got her head on her shoulders.
Yeah.
And she's strict. She's strict as hell.
Very strict.
And it's always a thing of okay, cool, I see what you want to do right now, but it's in your vision. What's the end goal?
Yeah.
Right now. And I feel like when you come to her, you have to come correct.
Yeah.
I think it's also in turn helped to keep me on track. And in not so many words, she'll say, things like that, where she said something and then now when she reflects,
catch it.
Yeah, basically. And it's just one of those, okay, yeah. Maybe sort of thing. And then I think the third one will have to be your sense of humor, bro. I don't think I've ever laughed as much as
guys, I'm funny.
He's a clown.
Ulungi, effortlessly so.
Guys, I'm sorry to cut you. There's these pictures I was posting for my Picture Me account.
Yes.
Oh, did Lungi show you some of the pictures? The ones I wanted to actually post.
No, one is gonna see that.
Oh, a clown. Maybe we'll find it up away.
Thumbnail.
The real Lungi, I know. But no.
Yeah.
Clown.
I'll add. I'm not the funny friend.
Wait.
I love it.
And then I think I'll add one more. I think I don't know if I can call it empathy, but there's this thing that she does where she's so capable of removing herself from being Ubiena and putting herself in someone's shoes, wearing the shoes, walking around click-clack with them and feeling them out and actually coming back and being like, I see why this is currently something that's happening or bothering you or ganjan. Which is, I feel like I've been in years of therapy and sometimes I'm just like, sort of thing. And I feel like it's just, it's something that is, yeah. But also her grandmother, her mom, like her whole family is just, guys, there is nothing as special as having umuntu in your life who comes from a family or like the same upbringing as you. Bantu abakhule ngesonto sikhule emakhaya where masithi sifuna ukuya emall siyobuka imovie kuthiwa ngobani nile esikoleni Monday to Friday nebabonile abangani beni Monday to Friday, it's just 2 days ngenifi sihlala emakhaya ethu futhi we had no issues with it, none whatsoever. And then it's also just like our families are constantly just from indlela esikhuliswe ngayo and the way that her grandmother and my mother were raised in emakhaya kubo, it's just everything just aligned in that sense as well. Same values, same morals, yonke into nje was just on track. Yeah.
Clearly it was meant to be. Now it's time to match the comments. Did you hear the level? Now you gotta out.
And she didn't even give you 3, give you 4.
Give you 4, dog. Half.
Okay, 3 things.
4 more times.
No pressure.
Okay, I appreciate her creativeness. Azande is creative, guys. Anything that I listen to
if I wear something, if I like something, the influence literally is from her.
It's with me influenza.
Because Mina, like, I'm not interested, dog. Like, but then she like put me on, like, especially if like it's music. For me, like anything on my like albums, most of it is from her.
Oh,
so her creativity,
beautiful.
her like hosting skills, all of these things, like she will do the little details. If she buys you a gift, exactly, like if she buys you a gift, she's not just buying you a gift. Like she'll think, oh, this person needs this for this. It's not just a gift. So everything about it. So I can say also like creative, but also very thoughtful. Like everything she does is there's like an intention for it. Like she eat big, but maybe she also thinks like she also listens very well. This person likes this person does this. Yeah, so she'll go basically the extra mile. So I can say creativity, thoughtful. I appreciate the boundary again because with Azande Azazi, like she knows herself better than anyone, which she should.
Yeah.
So that also encourages me to. She has boundaries, like as much as like Puma Sile, but like don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
I think it's okay, but don't fuck with me. And I think
very important the thing.
Yeah. So I think people might be like Azande is. But like she's gonna stand her ground. If she says something and she really feels it, and get a cheek. Get a cheek. But hey, I actually respect that a lot.
Yeah.
Because no one will fuck with her. Even I can't fuck with her. So I'm just like, yeah. So I know for sure when to, so the boundaries comes also with the respect as well. Like
yeah.
What else? Oh man. And she's funny, man.
Azande does the funniest.
Azande does like stupid things. Like that Glorilla thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the? TikTok.
You want to TikTok? I bet was Azande.
Exactly. She took on TikTok.
I commented. I'm like, did Azande do this? Set you up.
Let's go.
Wow.
Exactly.
Where's the team?
Wait.
So yeah. So thoughtful, creative.
Boundary setter.
A boundary setter, very sure of herself. And she's a good friend, guys.
Yeah.
All of this toughness.
This is softy.
This tough. She's so soft.
Yeah.
You just gotta tap into it. And once you tap into it, she just opens up.
It's true.
She opens up.
Though, who's the funniest?
I think our funnies are. I'm more of a dad jokes sort of guy. Like the joke, the skip guys always roll her eyes at me, mango she joke. Masashega after because it's funny. But it's just that in the moment it's like, who thinks of that and why?
Okay. When do you think of this?
But yeah, I think I'm a dad joke kind of funny. And Louis like genuinely funny, like a funny.
I'm like, I could literally have a comedy show funny, like, I'm not funny.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. Give us the show. Give
us guys.
One man show.
Give us the show.
So we're opening up to us to sing.
Give us the show.
Hey, nice to see if you're looking. I'm here. Shanghai.
Are you funny? I'm thinking of Nell. Remember how Nell used to think she's so funny, like she makes herself cry funny? Or are you just you make everyone in the room laugh type of
No,
funny?
I don't make jokes like and then I think like I'm funny and Kyle. But I think I'm funny.
I said nah, it's like crack myself. Like
You're funny.
Thinking, oh, sit down, I should have jotted that down actually. Like someone needs to see this. That's how
Typically act. So recommend. Since the net connections. Anyway.
Hey, Savelle, I'm a connection.
Connections. What's some connections? What's connections?
Hey, okay. A time where you wish you could have showed up better for each other.
I think her last breakup. Her last breakup.
I didn't even process it.
Yeah, I think her last breakup.
Why do you wish?
I feel like don't go on Nami.
Hey!
But it was, I think, a thing of Uti, in hindsight, sure go. However,
but this is actually a tough one. Yeah, go each.
Yeah, but I feel like one was physical, Owake was more of an emotional and like, you know what I mean? Okay. So there's different ways to show up for that.
Oh, okay.
And when I sit and think about it, I'm just like, I wish I could have done more. Like, even if I physically couldn't be there.
Yeah.
But the check-ins more, like, let's talk. That's cool. Like, and the probing, what we are told is. So we are fashas, but and I think I was just accepting lama crumbs lao, whereas I could have actually just put on some actually you know, sort of thing. And I think it ended up taking longer than it should have for her to actually whereas I actually could have initially been on some like as much as you're showing up here for me right now to help me out, whatever. So I feel like in hindsight, when I sat with myself, I genuinely was like, I actually could have and should have done more at that time. Sorry.
Sorry. I think for me, it's that whole situation with those friends.
Yes, I
I feel like I could have shown up much better, but also I think just being in a new space.
I was about to say, I feel like that's a tough one because we were also navigating. It's different, friend. Our move to Cape Town is very different. Ekaya was always 2 hours away.
Yes.
It's a whole different world out here.
Yeah.
Also, that's Bangan. And I feel like
just that
you know,
first proper job.
Exactly. Like there's so many things that were so different. Cape Town, we were still in Ghana as Ekaya. Because even in Cape Town, like we would wild out to a certain extent, but at the back of our heads, these people could pop up no meaning. La, for sure, what I know. See, pay it basically.
Yeah. I think that time, and then I think I don't know if I showed up the way I should have showed up first year of university, only because you went through a breakup as well.
Oh, yay! You're Satan, if you're watching this, where's us?
So it's that part.
Fast forward.
So I think that breakup for you, and also after your mom's passing. So because you know, like, I didn't know some of the things that she went through until she talks about them. Like I told you, she doesn't talk. So
I know also is
so I didn't realize like her whole life shifted when mom passed away, and it was a critical time. It's like grade 11 going into matric. So like Nami, I'm trying to pass my
Do you
school,
know what though?
but also we moved to Cape Town, and then there was a breakup. So I do feel like there were times when we were all going through stuff. But like when someone speaks about things years later, or even currently, like you speak about it, you just like, damn, that like I know that something happened, but like I didn't realize that it affected your life to a point where you want to do this and do that. But yeah, so I think for me it was those 3 parts, like the breakup, but the mom one, and then the China one for me. You break up, no, I'm fine. But the mom one for me, because it's like after Cape Town, it's also like we're also trying to navigate as much as it was 2 hours away, but like also now you like we're in the same school, but I don't see her. And she's in that side of the world and this side. So I'm also trying to make friends. Like there's always distance, and so for me. It's just the conversations we've had recently made me realize Uti, it's actually deeper than I thought. It's like, oh no, she moved, she did this and she did that, and everything was fine, but like she was going through some emotional things, and it's like someone like she lost her mom, so like it's a big part of her life, and
so I think it's a tough one because even I wonder back then, would you have being able to show up the way you, because now in Dala, I feel like you understand a little bit more.
Right.
But
Yes,
back then,
right.
you know, this grade 11.
Right.
What
so saying
can-
Gane also going to go Tina more than
Yeah, well-
anything else. I think no, but like you know what it was. There was a time when my school forced me to go to therapy, and I think there was a time where you and someone else was it Amanda B. They would literally walk me to therapy, go the therapist's classroom, and wait outside and when they looked because they knew it's basically. And they would spend the break with therapy.
Oh.
And I'm just like,
Hey, she needs
genuinely speaking, I would not have gone had they not done that for me.
That's beautiful.
So, yeah.
Oh, I wait. Oh, that was so cute. Okay. That was too cute. We're almost done. Cool. One skill that you learned from each other. I feel like we really touched it as we've spoken about a skill. It's a left eye for Azande. Or I was inspired by Lungi.
Mixing a drink.
Making a gin and tonic. I'm kidding.
I like that one. Can go far with that one. That's a good skill.
I want to say like being diligent, no matter what it is. Like, because it's going to have your name on it. And I think Ulungile was someone who took pride in Umsebenzi wesikole style.
Yeah.
And I think I was that person who
Because she's smart.
and it was one of those but I never had to put an effort. And she was, I feel like even if she didn't put an effort, she was still going to do well. But she put an effort.
Yeah.
And my mom would always be saying, "You're diligent, we are phone, you are studied. When you figure out things, open not dragon policy, none of them And I was just like, okay, but like, will I not get that 80%? But like, it's fine. But I do think, honestly, there's a time where I would go to the science department to go and study with her. I'm out there messing about. Okay, Lula, serious.
Can I say the concentration's bad? I'm like,
goldfish. Literally. And I think that's when I was like, oh shit, no. Guess I changed. And I kid you know, when I moved to humanities, marks skyrocketed purely because I took. Then I was like, and yeah, I think the diligence. And it's always the thing of, if I'm going to do something, even if I'm phone, God, if it's got my name attached to it, because
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Because even you guys now both, I don't know if you've done studying, but I know you guys were studying and working at the same. I still do not know how.
I mean, I don't know
girl,
how.
I was reading
But
on my way here.
always be like, dude, you've been doing it.
But like, it came from her, because I feel like if she didn't do it, then I would have also chilled and be like, no, I'm good. But like, I got that push from her. It's like, let's, because you know she's always finding things. Like, so she got that thing from UNICEF, and I'm like, okay. Then I was like, okay, let me also get into it. Then it's like, okay, now it's like, okay, no, now it's master's, girl. Now it's like, she's like, I want to be doctor. I'm like, shit, I also want to be doctor.
And that would be so nice.
So yeah, so she also
The
pushes me.
so nice.
So that's why I said that's what I appreciate about her. She finds things like things that are uplifting, things that are positive, things that would literally take you far.
Yeah.
Like it can be anything. So as long as Impede is always
elevating.
yes, she always brings elevation to everything. Whether it's the fashion, whether it's the schooling, so there's a bit of balance. Like she loves a bit of everything, and that's why I appreciate her.
And the skill that you would.
The skill, can it be a physical, like something you can do?
As long as.
I think with Azande, guys, Azande is creative. I don't know if you guys.
In case we missed it.
I'm lazy. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be doing those things, but like, she inspires me to be organized. I'm not organized.
Yeah, that's it. See how neat this place is.
She's
I
neat.
understand.
Like everything she does, she's very intentional. I think that's the one word I can use. Like very intentional. Everything she does, it has an intention. Like she will have something because there's a purpose for it. So that's why I said earlier. Also, she thinks through things. It's not just buying something for the sake of buying it. There's actual intentions of it. That's why she's able to host. She sets intentions for everything that she does. And I'm always at those events, and I always walk out feeling good, like positive, inspired. Yeah. So it's good to have a friend who is intentional.
It's so nice.
Because everything she does, it's just, I love it. It's magic. My Christmas, if it wasn't for her, my Christmas would have been dead. If she didn't organize our trips, I'm a friend who rocks up and pays money.
And you go.
Yeah, she's like, oh, this hotel.
I'm
And then I send the money. So like she'll organize.
PowerPoint.
Yes.
PDF.
She sent out a whole PPT for our Philippines. Was it like a Excel?
PDF.
Was a PDF.
My itinerary,
Exactly.
Outfit coordination.
And then I was like, okay, because I'm just like, she has an intention. She's like, we're doing this for this reason. We're doing this on this reason. If we start here, because she's like, let's start there because then when we come back, we're going to be on this side. And then that's where the airport is. I'm like, okay, like she's thought about all of these things for me. So I don't have to think. What do I have to think? Like, I'll just be like, let's go. And I'll just book and be like, yeah, let's do this. And on this day. Nice. So that's why intentions. Very intentional about everything she does.
Oh, the trip is so nice. You're not having to plan. Planning is stressful. It's a lot of work. It's so nice arriving. Oh,
that's why you get people who plan.
Oh, I just pack. The packing, I guess. I'll pack. But
we can't go. I want to figure airports.
Airports. It's okay, yes.
That's like
everything.
I just have to rock up.
At home, I still try and convince my aunt. Literally. Okay, guys. Okay. Ooh. How has time and age changed how you guys show up for each other?
Your age? I will see young.
But think about it. When you're in primary, you show up by taking Azande to the therapist.
Yeah. I think this word keeps coming up a lot, but I think we're actually more intentional with us showing up for each other. Like the fact that like we'll do the daily check-ins, like right, what pissed you off today, you know, like how we navigating through this and that. But I think like there's a lot more intentionality behind these decisions. Like even like we'll be on some, oh my god, we haven't had like the other day we was talking like we haven't had a bougie night out, like a dinner. Things like that. I say keep just and it's and I think that's also we're not there exactly.
I think on and off Instagram. There was same wheel.
Oh.
How long? Oh, okay. Yeah, but every time I check, when I go check Lungi, when it doesn't appear when I'm trying to mention it,
these are not found.
And normally at the same time, once Azande is gone, Lungi is gone.
Because sometimes life happens at the same time. It literally happened at the same time. We were like, I'm out. She's like, I'm out. She was like, I'm out. I'm like, actually, a young break.
And then I feel like Sabina's got some kind of school as well after that. So it was just like,
yeah. That's still tough, guys, young, and I all respect for that. Last one, your ideal future together as friends and how you're intentionally working on it.
So we're going to live in a compound as doctors. My partner, her husband, our little kids, chickens, goats.
In the compound.
In the compound, chickens, goats, whatever. And it's going to be in like a farm somewhere. Oda will be close to the city. Go Europe country.
Oh, and we're okay?
Hey, never. I sell party. I don't know. But do you know what? I see my kids being on some. If anything should happen to our mom.
Yeah.
So I see my kids growing up. Whatever even if it's right now my mom's pissing me off, this is the person I'm gonna go to. Like sort of thing.
And it looks, I can see it. I feel
oh she kind of no shine about It's
not okay, my love. Sing an ice cream.
Lalela mina ndlekise ngifuse ke wathi manje ukhumbuza uyisinga ke ngamshiya kanti Lungi lafika lapho because that was actually really lovely. Positive discipline.
Gentle parenting.
You can only gentle gentle, yeah, you know,
How
gentle
can
parent,
discipline
Parents, no.
I'm not a gentle parent, so I got gentle parents as a woman like me.
I'm gentle.
Future plans.
Doctor.
Oh yeah,
Doctors,
of course.
please,
PhD.
oh.
Yo, but like,
Guys,
literally
literally this close. You guys are, because you got your masters now, right?
You see me, got them go October.
Next year.
Salad.
It's a dose, it's now. The fact that they've already started messaging me about a PhD.
Postgrad. If you're in Dr. Luke.
Yes.
We finished from there 40.
Level has a PhD, mine's a part-time, 6 years. You shaking?
Oh, no, even I didn't know that. 6 years, why?
I was on the floor. It's because it's part-time. Well, full-time bus with 3 years.
Wow, 3 years, a degree. Like, I mean, it isn't a degree. Like,
how can this not 1, 2 years?
I mean, I feel like somewhere, somehow you can register full-time. Go to shy and because you don't meet up with them, Jalo. And most of the supervisors are all right. Uzothikelela on social Zoom once a month we look at Sishanga. If you see the CKs then hey.
It would be nice, yeah. Doctor, probably not in China though. In the next few years. Yeah, not here.
Yeah, definitely not here.
Somewhere in the farm somewhere. Who knows? Europe. Could be in somewhere.
Ingani.
PhD.
After the
So
PhD.
6 years.
Manzo saying it's 20, but after 6 years. My guys, I would have like.
Imagine.
Yeah.
So sister just coming on the dating.
So yeah, future, hopefully kids, husband, her partner, children somewhere. We on a family vacation.
And say cute.
And then we come back once a year home to Sauda. Say hello, then bye bye.
Nothing against them. Sorry guys, it's nothing against you. It's just
for now it's China, but in the next few years not China.
It's 2 years.
But not home either.
But not home
Not
either.
home either. Shame.
Global
Love you,
citizens.
cupcake. But
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
you never know. The future's wild. Like, anything
Actually.
can happen.
We were supposed to be here for a year.
hey, start doing others 8 last week.
Last week Saturday was
Our 8th-year anniversary. So much close. I said, I went to Africa and I'm 16 la or something.
8 years.
22, man.
exactly what was supposed to be a year. So we just 8
Guys, national 8 years and in Shanghai, through and through.
So if anything, Jay, who knows?
I'm capping it at a decade though.
Yeah, after
that,
8 years old.
we went to a different country. I was a summer residence.
Yeah. So anything.
That's insane.
I don't know.
Hey guys, that was so fun.
Thank you.
Finally, this is how long overdue. Anyway, point is, it's done. Let's cheers our empty cups and a lovely session. Let's see what's in your cup.
and then put the cheers guys.
Sips tea.
Oh, thank you guys. And